Hello, it's Polish VR. Welcome to the channel. We are here to do some more PlayStation VR2 news. We've got brand new game announcement. Also, we're gonna talk about Gran Turismo 7, Gorn, and some other bits and bobs like Resident Evil 4. So, let's get started. Let's get small. So, as you can see here on the screen, in the window, in the background, is a little picture with a man with no mouth and some strange creatures. One upside down. It says Dummb. That's how I say Dummb. And this is a brand new game. This is a game, right, let's pause it and I show you some, let's say, videos. This is a game when you control AI avatars and cars and vehicles in order to solve puzzles. So basically with let's say with VR mostly in general, not only PSVR, there's a lot of indie studios. And every now and then somebody gonna have nice out-of-the-box idea. So let's have a look. So this is taking, wait, because it's a bit loud here. Taking AI avatar's head just for distraction. It just shows you a bit of gameplay. So now you control this AI avatar, you are the player yourself. So you got your enemy out of the way and look at that. You can go. Just a little puzzle game. So some of them, you know, are good. We're not always getting the escape room games, thankfully. So yeah, now you're controlling the head to bring it back. And we pick it up. Yeah, well, dumb stuff. So that's that game. Some other, this is, what's that, excited to share a sneak peek of one of the levels. Okay, so you get some flying down. Well, I showed you the long video. Cool. What else we've got here? Okay, you got some underwater levels. One of many, let us know what's your thought. Of course, PSVR2 as well. They even hashtagging PSVR1, but I doubt it's gonna come to PSVR1. Let's have a look at that one. Wow, this level makes me sneeze. If you're thinking why I'm always sneezing on the videos, that's because I got terrible hay fevers all the time all my life. Okay, so that's one of the control methods, I think. You can suck the people. Yeah, I said it. Okay, nice. They're showing quite a lot now. There you go. This is a suction tube. Transplantation method. What we got here? Okay, thank you. So, alright, so they're saying thanks for the followers. Switch advert, we don't care. Let's also try to keep you on the edge of your seats, okay. So this is some monster attacks in the forest. Okay. Yeah, I like little silly games like that. Like I said, it's nice to see a game that is kind of outside the box, doing different ideas. I mentioned earlier that, look at that, you have to place your avatar you're controlling somewhere to solve the puzzle. I mentioned before, do you remember when I spoke about Poker Stars and said I gone on their website and then I gonna get loads of those adverts? Look at that, it's happened. Anyway. So this is the Dummb VR. I like what I'm seeing here. I don't know how far away it's in the development. There's no really trailer. There's one video maybe on their YouTube channel, but not showing off the game that great as their Twitter here. Okay, so that's that. Now moving on. Finally here I'm gonna pause it because no point watching it again. Tommorow. So the publisher, Devolver Digital, surprised everyone and they said Gorn hits PlayStation VR2 tomorrow, March 30th, for real this time. Because of course it's meant to come out earlier, but it didn't happen, the game got delayed, and then they said they don't know when it will be coming. It's got delayed like a day before release or something like that. They said it's gonna be separate purchase, but I don't know, maybe delayed gonna change it, I don't know, I don't want to speak for them, but yeah. You know, when they was asked first, they said the The developer said it's gonna be a separate purchase because it's a brand new game. Of course, it's the same game, but I wonder if they designed it brand new for PSVR2, which means like changed pretty much everything. Now, I remember when the first Gorn was releasing on PSVR1 and everyone was super excited. It was one of those games what helped the channel grow quite a lot. It was... Everyone was excited for it with PSVR 2, maybe many of you already played it, but some of you might be picking it up again, I don't know, let me know if you're gonna pick it up or not. I've been trying to look at the replies, but it's still everything indicates that you're gonna have to pay, again, just like with Moss Book 1 and 2, which themselves doing quite well, so sometimes, the developers might just say, I don't know, need more money or need to make more money, or maybe the port of Gorn on PSVR 2 was just expensive, surprisingly. I don't know the reason before it, but I know one thing. I used to love Gorn. I played it on PC and then I played it on PSVR. Now on PC it was cool because controllers had thumbsticks. On PSVR my go-to locomotion was this pulling yourself, but eventually they added, like a press button to move forward and backwards, I think, but still, with the thumbsticks it's gonna be much better and with better tracking as well. Make sure to set up your Guardian properly because this game makes you destroy the environment, and I'm not joking. If you played it, I'm not over exaggerating. You've got multiple enemies and you quite wildly need to swing your weapons, so yeah, make sure you got all your room nicely set up. Okay, so moving on to the next story. I want to speak a bit about Resident Evil 4. So basically what's happening is we're gonna speak about GT7 as well. To talk about Resident Evil 4, Capcom Resident Evil 4 Remake has topped 3 million sales, that just in few days after its release, so pretty awesome. The latest in a growing list of Resident Evil remakes, Resident Evil 4, launch on PS5, blah blah blah. The launch milestone means the wider franchise has now topped 135 cumulative shipments since debuting in 1996. Wow. Resident Evil 4 is a remake of the original 2005 title, features reworked story and modernized game feel designed to provide fans of the original and newcomers with a fresh experience. The project was put into the present tense using Capcom's proprietary RE engine follows the... Alright, so they just... Okay, so basically you got Resident Evil 4 selling 3 millions, which is good because this game it's still due PSVR 2 DLC. The next DLC coming next month, and that's going to be Mercenaries for free. Now I wonder if with that DLC out of way, very soon if we're gonna get some news about the PlayStation VR2 DLC and VR mode itself. PSVR 2 DLC will be free as well, but of course you need to own Resident Evil 4. Now my best guess, and from the wording from Capcom, is that there will be, like a full game in VR, the main story. I do hope I'm right, not always I'm right, but that's what I'm guessing here. I do hope that's gonna be the VR mode, especially that the Resident Evil Village works in the third person as well after one of the updates, so you can switch between first and third person. So because of that, I think Capcom kind of nailed this type of gameplay with two different perspectives, let's say. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they be able to just add the VR mode. Of course, on PSVR with Resident Evil Village, it's kind of treats it like separate game with a separate story and saves. No trophies yet, I don't think. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so that's your Resident Evil 4 news. Now let's move on to the next story. Okay, so here we are on the PlayStation blog. And what the developers got for us is Gran Turismo 7 update 1.31 going live today with 5 new cars, 2 new layouts for Nürburgring and a new escapes location, plus they add in 120 frames support. So this is the cars. We looked at the teaser before and yes, we was right. So maybe now let's play ourselves the trailer from the update. I will be pausing it, so keep that in mind, but let's just have a look, because it's pretty cool. So PlayStation Studios, look at all those nice cars. I already paused it just to enjoy the view. Look at this roller coaster track there. Anyway, March 2023, so this is the Endurance and Sprint, so that's 2 new configurations for Nürburgring track, which is very nice. Now, moving on further down. Wow, look at this beauty. Now, imagine that in VR. You've got Audi RS5 Turbo DTM 2019. I read it, everything. Yeah, be nice to hop into that one. And many of you got excited by this car when you were speculating, because some of you own Mazda and this is the new one you want to try out. So this is Mazda 3X Burgundy selection. Okay, and that's 2019. So yeah, go hop in and check it out. Okay, look at this Porsche 959 from 1987. I just love classic cars in GT7. Well, look at this beauty, Porsche Carrera GTS 1964. And this one is absolutely stunning. And with VR, of course, the beauty of it is that you get to experience it all, like you there. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. And this is a strange car. And this strange car, I didn't know I want to try, but I want to try. Quite ugly looking car, but hey, Toyota Alphard, whatever. I know it exists. I don't go follow car news and car. Let's say I don't care. I follow VR games now, so stay tuned to the channel. But yeah, a nice little van, might check it out. And this is, I want to speak a bit about it, 120 frames per second support on PlayStation 5 only. Now, I think this comes from the optimization for virtual reality, because of course, virtual reality, you have to use two screens what project different images at different angles to your eyeballs, and that's how you see in 3D and depth. And they have to run at least 60 frames per second. And of course, 60 frames per second is reprojected to 120 on PSVR2 in Gran Turismo 7. But if you got two 60 frames per second screens at the same time, it's kind of like split screen but different. They maybe optimized it a bit more. And that's nicely come to the 120 frames per second support. Now, I know many people don't even have monitors or TVs what could support 120 frames, but they've done it, and it's nice of polyphony. So nice little update for March. Looking great. I'm waiting for that Porsche again, but they didn't show it. So the monthly updates seems to be the thing. Of course, the developer said in the past that those monthly updates, they kind of just happened. He not planned to do them monthly, but they are happening, which is nice. So I wonder what next update we're gonna get next month. But probably something. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. Big shout out to all the patrons. You see them scrolling down there in the background. I super appreciate your support. If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/polishpolvr, or the link is in the description. From just $1, you can support me down there and see behind the scene posts. At the moment, you can see me doing brand new YouTube room. Still not finished, sadly. Had COVID in the family, had busy time at work, but once it's done, the content on this channel gonna get so much better and so much easier to do, because I'm not gonna have to occupy family space to play PSVR2 game, or I don't have to wait until late at night to play it. So that's nice as well. As this room, of course, look, I can touch, you can't see it, but I can touch the walls. I tried to play VR games here, it was a disaster. But anyway, yeah, and also, of course, for all the latest PlayStation VR2 news, reviews, and everything else, stay tuned to the channel, and as soon as I got something, I will let you know. And for now, that's it. Bye.